Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
Can you feel the cue tonight? Because your whole life's a lie. I'm just kidding, everyone. Welcome to the Writer Time Podcast here on the Morphin Network, where it's Morphin Time all the time. I'm Mike TimeRider Zero, your host, and with me is absolutely no one because this episode is a series of one-on-one challenges, so I have to go. I'm going to do this play-by-play completely unassisted. How's everyone doing? Remember, please comment on the chat box. While we're live, you will get your comments read right here at the bottom of the screen. And let us know what you thought of the episode. Now, before we get started, yesterday, April 3rd, was Kamen Rider Day. So I hope you guys had a great time yesterday, even though it was a Monday. What can you do about it? But what is this episode of the Writer Time Podcast that we're doing? Well, it's Kamen Rider Geats, episode 29. Lamentation 5. Surprise bullfighting game. And quite a surprise this is. Well, surprise for Neon, not for you or me if you've watched the episode. But, let us know in the chat box what you thought of the episode. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you absolutely saw this episode coming based on some dialogue from the last 6-ish episodes? Like, what's going on? But here we go. Let's do the quick play-by-play and get through the entire episode. So it starts off with a live stream by Neon at the famous love statue, which honestly, for half of a second, made me think, wait, are they filming this in America? But then I remembered, oh yeah, that's right. This statue exists in several different places, not just here in the United States. But she had me going there. But yes, she's doing a birthday live stream, and turns out, yeah, her birthday is on April 1st, aka April Fool's Day, and there ain't no fooling. Some people are more excited than others. But we get a reference to one of my favorite episodes of Justice League here, because Ace and Kawa are looking for a present to get her, and of course the question is, what do you get for a person that can get anything? Actually, now that I think about it, this episode is the opposite of my favorite episode of Justice League, because here we have a trap that takes away everything you want, while in the Justice League episode, you have a trap that gives you everything you've ever wanted to the point that you become sedated. I am, of course, talking about the Black Embrace. I forgot the name of that parasite, but it was featured in an episode of Supergirl, so I was happy about that. But yes, Mongol is a menace, and so is Buffa. What is the game that Buffa is playing? It's a bullfighting game, which is honestly kind of weird, because it's... Let us know what you thought about the rules of this bullfight, but basically, one of the Jamoto has a red cape, and they are the Matador. They have to lure out one of the 3 riders and do a one-on-one match, which I feel like is a little... What's the term I'm looking for? It's the tournament equivalent of doing car sing-alongs. I'm gonna be real here. I'm not a fan of people using the term carpool karaoke, because it's not karaoke. It's a sing-along, okay? There's nothing to be ashamed of. If you want to do a sing-along, you're more than welcome to do a sing-along. Just call it what it is. Why? Like, karaoke implies there's instrumentals and you're reading lyrics. I feel like this is the one-on-one tourney version of the whole a carpool karaoke thing. But moving right along, one-on-one fights, and of course it's Kawa versus Rook going up first, And yeah, Barba cheated on this one. It's not just a one-on-one fight because there's traps everywhere. And turns out she has an anglerfish Shimoto that goes through walls. It's kind of like that one Bound from Bleach, the old dude who has like that giant wooden-looking fish that can go through walls. Yeah, so here we are. We have a Bleach reference. Wouldn't you know it? But meanwhile, Ace and Neon are watching the fight from the DGP headquarters, and Chirami is such a dork. I swear. Like, let us know what you thought about Chirami being this much of a dork. He's shipping two of the writers. Seriously, what? It's like we are having a serious moment, and Neon's having her birthday, and we have to deal with Chirami being the dork that he is. I love that the Navigator is keeping him on his toes. Anyways, but moving right along. So after the fight, which Kawa lost and he's captured for, it is revealed it's a two-step process. They want to get rid of all the writers as quickly as possible, and they picked out the order so that if they can easily defeat Kawa and Neon, they wouldn't even have to fight Ace. All three writers will be eliminated automatically. And this is a clever plan. And Barba has a backup, to help facilitate a Neon losing. But Neon's got a date with a secret admirer. And she figures out that turns out her secret admirer, Kyun, was the obnoxious guy from several episodes ago. Which is kind of obvious. I'm glad she figured it out on her own. Because it's that obvious. But, Neon, she's everyone's favorite girl. I will allow it personally. I like Sai better, but, she has been eliminated as the disaster, even under false pretenses, so she ain't coming back. But she would, though, because I like Sai. I really miss her. Let us know what you guys think about Neon as a character so far. Meanwhile, Kyun does meet up with wait, hold on. We gotta do this the right way. Time fire! Okay, we're done. About their mutual support for Neon. And we do find out some interesting things because Timefire got a bouquet of flowers, but he's not giving it to Neon. Instead, he's leaving it at a warehouse where he's confronted by Ace. Why are you leaving these flowers here? And Neon reveals that is where she was kidnapped 11 years ago, and it was on her birthday, and that kind of strained her relationship with her mom. Suspicious. Now let me ask this. I mean, it's kind of revealed, but let me ask this. It's her birthday. But why is he And we know that she's an artificial being created from the creation goddess. So why is Timefire leaving flowers at the site of the kidnapping? Rubbing in those clues, are we? Yes. So we enter the next fight, and it's supposed to be Neon versus Bishop, but Ace steps in instead, which means, well, on the upside, easy win. Downside, that means that because Kawa lost, that means Neon has to go up against Buffa in the next round. So that's going to be really interesting to watch in the next episode. But we do see Ace using Magnum Ninja for the first time, and it's pretty cool. He does a lot of flips and stuff, which is always cool to see because them Showa and Heisei no, not Showa. Them Heisei and Reiwa Rider suits are so bulky that it's cool to see so much acrobatics get done in those suits because in Showa era the suits were a lot simpler in design, so it's easier to do acrobatics like that. But here it's more tedious. I mean, I can only imagine how, excuse me, how tough it might be in, say, like if Kamen Rider Laser in his Chambara level 3 form had to do a fight like that, his suit would be too bulky for him to do anything. And also, let's be honest, that's one of the reasons why I'm not that big of a fan of Zenkaiger, because the Zenkaiger's, their suits are really bulky, so you can't really get away with a lot of acrobatics. I mean, yeah, nowadays we got a lot of CGI going on, but yeah, but that's also a concern I have about King Oger, which so far it hasn't been that bad because their suits are bulkier compared to what we've seen in past Sentai, not counting Zenkaiger. But yeah, they're holding up, which is good. And not a lot of CGI involved in the choreography. So that's good. But yeah, they're cheating. The bad guys are cheating. So it's a 2-on-1 fight. But by switching to his Boost Mark II and Boost Laser, he's got things covered. Like he can handle himself. After all, he's the ace. He's our ace in the hole. Let us know what you thought about that fight in the chat box, and we'll display it right here at the bottom. But here's the thing. In the middle of the fight, Barba reveals that there's a secret announcement that originally was supposed to happen while Neon's fighting. So it's kind of wasted now that Ace is fighting in her place. But she still makes the announcement anyways. And what is this announcement? She's not a real person. She is a creation by the creation goddess. And the way it happened too was just heartbreaking because Barba is basically using a speaker from a ton of plushies that she got as a birthday gifts, and they're all talking down on her, saying, "You're a fake, you shouldn't exist, I wish I was never your fan." And, that's kind of a tough thing for a 19-year-old girl to go through, because this is on your birthday. And to find out that you're not even a real person, that is messed up. And so she's taken to a flashback where she finds out that she wasn't actually saved during the kidnapping. In fact, so we were humoring some ideas. We weren't sure if the reason Neon was artificially created because Time Fire and Karen Fire were not able to have a daughter, or if they had a daughter that died and they wanted to bring her back to life. But the route they went with is a lot darker. Needless to say, as Jared would say if he were here, kids ain't safe in Tokusatsu. Kids ain't safe at all. So turns out they did have a daughter, not named Neon, but something completely else. They had a completely separate daughter. And she was killed by the kidnappers. I don't even remember Showa Kamen Rider being this dark. Like, I know messed up things happened in the Showa era to kids, but never this dark. Like we've seen. No, in Black Sun, we've seen kids get implanted with like Kaijin DNA and Kingstones, but to be straight up killed. That's a difficult conversation to have, Geats. You're dark. You're really dark. And you're a main season. You're not even an Amazon Prime season. You are canon. So here's something that we were wrong about. Turns out, Time Fire didn't actually participate in the DGP. Turns out he just bribed the executive producer to make him a daughter, which is kind of messed up. I mean, like, this is how Lutheranism was made. You know, you can't just like, you shouldn't be able to just buy your way into a desire, because like that's not fair because to other people. I mean, sure, he has to pay the price by financially funding the DGP, but the thing is, dude's filthy rich. It's a non-issue for him. But if you're not so rich like Kawa, you're gonna have to fight in the DGP if you want a desire granted. Seems kind of unfair. I mean, if Time Fire like actually like you know what? I'm going to bring back an old trope from our show. Yes, I'm bringing it back. It's the week after WrestleMania, but I don't care. Jim Cornette alert. This is what should have happened. So, but before I do the Jim Cornette this episode, yes, what actually happened was the mom was celebrating her real daughter's birthday on her own, and it was sad. And now Neon does exist, but here's my question, though. Does she know that her original daughter died? I know that Time Fire knows that she died, and that kind of makes sense why he's so cold and distant to Neon, because to him, she's not his real daughter. Even if she's his only daughter, she's not his real daughter. He had a real daughter. She died. And this is just a replacement, which is messed up, by the way. But the mom, like, I wonder, like, the mom being overprotective, like, is she overprotective because she knows? Like, is she overprotective because she knows that her original daughter died and this is a replacement? Or is she overprotective because just the idea that her daughter was kidnapped in the first place was traumatic enough to be overprotective? That's what I'm curious about. But yes, let's go back to the Jim Cornetting of this episode. What should have happened was Time Fire got so desperate, he had to participate in the DGP, and he won the fight. He got his wish, and then out of gratitude started funding the DGP. Like that should have been what happened. And of course, like, he would show up in his rider suit later on, and then he and Ace would have to fight each other because we got two DGP champions going up against each other in a later plot point. But it is what it is. But the fact that he bought his wish made it really made him less likable, as if he was unlikable already. Like, I feel like this is character assassination to a second degree, not a third or a first degree, a second degree, and it's giving me a headache. Okay, let us know in the comments what you thought of this revelation. Like, did you figure out on your own that there was another girl that Neon's a replacement for, and also, what did you think about this revelation that he just bought his way into getting that wish granted? But in the end, and yeah, so like, Kyun sees that she's heartbroken, and like, I just love the facial acting in the screenshot. It is so perfect because it's like, my man, you gotta step up. You gotta step up, and I know you will in the next episode, but I want to see it happen. Gonna find out this Saturday, but man. But yeah, like, what do you tell someone when they find out about this on their birthday? No, for real though, like, let us know in the comments. Like if you were in a situation where your friend finds out that they were an artificial being made to replace another person, how would you approach the situation? Because like, I can't even think of a way to approach that, because that's messed up. Although I am now curious. When did Mike and Tom become DGP competitors? Why did they compete? And what was the aftermath of that? And also, I want to see the two of them in the rider suits. I want to see White Tiger Ranger. No, wait, no, sorry. Yeah, White Tiger Rider power, White Tiger Rider power, and of course, Kamen Rider Wakanda Forever. So, like I want to see those two guys. I mean, we still got 20-ish episodes left in the shows. Who knows? But it would be really wasteful if like in the next 20 episodes, like we never even see them in the rider suits. Like they got their core. You see them in their cores, but they don't even use them. And I'm curious what their wishes were. Like this takes me back to episode 14. I want to rewatch that episode. And of course, Geats gets really mad because he's like, what you did to Neon is unforgivable. You will pay for this, Baraba. And he goes into his laser boost mode, and he goes no hold bars on Bishop. And is he going to kill Bishop? Is he just going to defeat him? Who knows? But we do know. Well, actually, because we do see the trailer for the next episode, we do know that Geats is going to win this one. But I hope he overkills it. Like I want to see him go full berserk on this, just because like he got really mad at what Barba did, and I hope she gets her comeuppance. Heck, I hope Buffa gives her what's coming to her, because like, all in all, I give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. Well, let us know what you guys thought about this episode. Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Like, do you think we're gonna get a Kekara episode 2 weeks from now? Let us know in the comments. Yeah, so my one dislike is literally just the character assassination aspect on Time 5. It's like, yeah, he's a jerk. I could tell he's a jerk. I don't want him to be, but I can totally understand him becoming one. But the thing is, it's like I just the one scene where he buys himself a wish, that's the part that bothers me. Like if he just legitimately competed in the DGP one and then wished for a world where his daughter never died, that would have made more sense. And just like we would get a time reversal and have just the mom forget that the daughter originally died. I feel like that would have worked much better. Let us know what you thought in the comments. Let's see. 000XYZ says, Chirami is such a dork. Yes, he is. And I hope to see more fight scenes with him, because that worm thing, that does not go away. Psycho Orange says, what's up, guys? Hey, Psycho Orange, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. And last comment of the night, Triple OXYZ gave the episode a 10 out of 10. Awesome. So that's this has been episode 29 of Kamen Rider Geats. It's in the books. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you enjoyed watching this stream, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us at the Morphin Network at YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, because we got more Kamen Rider coming up, and we have more Kamen Rider in the past. So if you like watching this episode of us reviewing Geats, be sure to check out our past episodes, as well as our reviews of Kamen Rider Saber, Kamen Rider Revice, and if you want more Rider content, we also have Rider Time Archives, where we're currently reviewing Kamen Rider Amazons, the Amazon Prime series, on Saturdays, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Our next stream is going to, our next Amazons episodes are going to be episodes 20 and 21, which are called The Third Degree and Under Wraps. If you want our next episode of Kamen Rider Geats, I think the next episode will be next week. If so, it's going to, I don't think it is though, because it might be Easter. So let me check real quick. Let me check real quick to see if there will be an episode next week, because I know it's Easter. Actually, it's going to be next week. So April 9th will be episode 30. So Tuesday, April 11th, we're going to do episode 30 of Geats. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like Super Sentai, you can watch our reviews of Osama Sentai King Oger every Thursday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, even want to check out our older content, we also have got Dom Brothers and Kaiger, Kira Major, etc. And that's pretty much it. And also, because it's April, in a few weeks, guess what's happening? Power Rangers Once and Always. We're going to do a review of that in the end of April. So perfect. And that's pretty much it. And of course, be sure to check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we cover movies, video games, and convention vlogs. So be sure to check that out as well. I'm going to announce a new project very soon, so stick around. And you could stay updated by following us on Facebook and Instagram. So be sure to follow us on there, both Morphin Network and The Buttery Show. And if you want to follow my personal content, you can check me out on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. Until this Thursday, as of the time of recording, until next time, be sure to comment, like that. We already did that part. Okay, we're moving right along. Be sure to stay hydrated, update your emergency kit, stay safe, stay well fed, hug your loved ones, wear appropriate attire for whatever weather you're having right now, because here where I am, it's super windy, which is weird. It's like hot, and then it's windy, and then it's not, and then it's shit. I don't have a word that rhymes with windy, but then in case, happy Easter, happy Passover, whether you're Catholic or Jewish or just miscellaneous, or just want to like celebrate whatever you want. You want to go out and play Pokemon Go ahead and do that. But until then, y'all have a great time, and we'll see y'all next time. Bye.